Sanbonani Dumelang Sinchal. I am Judicious Masugu, but you can call me Judy. Welcome to Navigating the Streets of Life with Judy. And today our navigator is showing us teaching and living abroad. So a few weeks ago, I went live on YouTube and I mentioned that I had just completed an assessment for an application job to the country that I am going to mention just now. So I promised you guys that as soon as I am done with the process, I will come back to you and take you through the process. Here I am today coming to you with the information. So, Sanbanane Dumelang Senchao. My name is Judicious Masugu, and today is Sunday, the 5th of March. I am about to start an assessment. They call it an online interview. An online interview written, so it's a test that is going to take about 30 to 40 minutes. I am currently applying to teach in the UAE, public school in the UAE, and I have done the first step, which is send my application via Edvectus, and fortunately I got a congratulatory message or email to say that I made it in the first step, the screening. Now the second step is this test. If I pass this test, then I will proceed to a panel interview online. Now pray for me. Okay, how are you gonna pray for me? Because I'm going to release this once I am done with the process. But for now, I am going to take you through the application process, what documents are needed, what are the salary expectations, and what you can expect in general. So first, this job opportunity I am talking about is for the country United Emirates Arab, the UAE, famously known as Dubai, but Dubai is their capital city. The country is called the UAE, and there are other cities like Abu Dhabi and so yeah, I hope you are ready. Now let's start with first thing first. I know most people, when they are doing this kind of videos, they like to talk about the salary at the end, but let me change things around a bit. Let me start with the salary. So your salary expectation, depending on your qualification, experience, and yeah. So for degree holders, it doesn't matter in what field. If you've got a degree and a TESOL certificate and you've been teaching for 3 years, you qualify to apply for this job. So a person who is holding a degree, TESOL certificate, and 3 years of experience, they are going to get 16,000 dirhams. Is it dirhams? Dirhams. People from the UAE will correct me, dirhams. And then people who are holding a B.Ed degree or PGCE, PGCE, and then 3 years of experience, they will get 18,000 dirhams. If you are from South Africa, that is about 90,000 rands. But the catch is it's inclusive of accommodation. So they are not offering you accommodation. You need to find your own accommodation. So that salary is inclusive of accommodation. And then now we move to people with a teaching degree, but they have master's or PhD. Those, they will get 21,000 dirhams or dirhams. I will try to convert that to South African rands and USD to make it easier for people. So that is the salary. And then now I will take you through the application process. What you need, the documents that you need to prepare, and yeah, but you can apply directly to the schools. So you have to apply through Edvectus. I think Edvectus and Schroll, that they were given this project that people can apply to. I did the application through Edvectus, and what I like about Edvectus is that you sign up with them, they allocate you a person such as a coordinator or a mentor that will direct you through the process. They will tell you what to do, what to expect, and also on the day of your assessment, they wish you all the best and they give you tips, all that. So Edvectus does that free of charge. I have previously mentioned on the video, this video here, that when I was talking about the website and also agencies that you can use to get a teaching job. So I highly recommend Edvectus. It's a bliss to work with them. Okay, I think by now you are ready for what is expected. And at the end of this video, I am going to put a video where I was doing an assessment, so that if you happen to apply for the English teaching post, then you will get a clue of what to expect, what questions to expect, and which are the answers. Okay, ready?
Here's the application process, you guys. So the name of the project is called Emirates School Establishment, and this is the application process summary from Edvectus. Number one, first thing first, you have to be signed up with Edvectus. You have to have a portal or a profile with them, and then they will allocate you a mentor or a coordinator. After that, your mentor or your coordinator will send you like a CV application form and photo. So they will give you 3 forms as indicated on the photo that is highlighted blue. They will give you 3 forms, and then you have to build a CV. They have their own format and their own form that you can use to build the CV, and they need pictures and all that. And then there's another form. There's other 2 forms that you need to complete. To tell you the truth, the process is lengthy, but I think is worth it. Okay, then we move to number 2. After they've screened your documents and all that, and they put you on the ESE. ESE is Emirates School Establishment database, and the ESE approves you. Then you will move to number 2. Number 2, which is a virtual online assessment. I will tell you about it at the end. And then here you are going to be assessed on the content that you are going to teach. If you're an English teacher, the test is going to be about English. If you are a physics, chemistry, or biology, the test is going to be about that. And then we move to number three, which is a panel interview and a micro lesson. So you will be interviewed, and then you will be asked to prepare a 5 minutes micro lesson. Yeah, that's about it with the process of application. Coming to the documents needed. So for application, you need an application form, full resume or CV, Edvectus consultant interview or duty of care form. This you will get from your mentor or your coordinator. And then from there, they will lead you to these other documents that you need to submit after you've made it through the interview. They will ask you to submit these other documents that you can see on the picture here. Yeah.
Unfortunately, you guys, I did not make it for this post. I went through the whole process and I failed at the interview stage, of which I came to you a few days ago and I told you how I felt about the interview. And Lord behold, the next day I received an email from Edvectus to say that they got my interview results, and unfortunately they feel like I am not going to be a good fit, of which is okay, you guys. Sometimes we win, sometimes we do not win. We'll try something else. I also feel like this is God telling me that, Judy, this is not what me and you agreed on. And to be honest, you guys, the UAE is not really my favorite country. It is not a country that I want to go and live in. I only applied, I'd say maybe it's greed. I wanted the money, but also I feel like because I want next year, I'm definitely taking my daughter with. So I felt like the UAE has got a lot of expat community. She will have people to socialize with, and also the schools are, there are many schools that are catering for expat students. So that is the main reason that made me apply. But there's a specific country that I am eyeing. I did apply before and I was rejected. But this time around, it is promising. And I am talking to God about this country. This country is going to be perfect for me. It's going to be perfect for my daughter. So I guess me not getting this opportunity, it's really not a train smash. But I am grateful for the opportunity. And also, I am happy that I made it through the other stages. That gave me confidence to say, you know what, you are capable. So I wish you all the best as you are also gonna embark on this application journey. I wish that you make it, if this is really what you want. And all the best, you guys. Thank you so much, guys. And I will pause the video for now because I want to log in and I want to make sure that I do the right thing, because they said mic off and video on. Concentration, you know. So yeah, the duration is 42 minutes and there are 30 questions. I am just gonna proceed now. You have 40 minutes to answer 30 questions. There is no navigating, marking. Taking screenshot will result in an automatic fail. Okay. She has been at the company 10 years, for 10 years. A letter or a group of letters placed after the stem of a word is called. A letter or a group of letters placed after the stem of a word is called, or after prefix, suffix. Is the word disappointment a happy or a sad feeling? Is an example of a happy or a sad feeling is an example of an instructive checking question, a concept checking question. Concept. I think it's concept. Yeah. Which of the below methodologies can be described as teaching a subject such as history or science through English to learners whose first language is not English? Content and language integrated. Clear, the one I'm doing now. Clear. Okay. Would you mind opening the window is an example of a greeting, suggestion, polite request, prediction. It's a polite request with no doubt. In a classroom activity where students role play and interview, students are likely to offer advice, describe a process, describe advantages and disadvantages, ask and answer question. Activity where students role play and interview, students are like to ask and answer questions. Yep, interview is all about that. Why do teachers use instruction checking question, ICQs, to check that the learners understand instruction to a task, to check that the learners understand the grammar, to check that the learners know the meaning of the word, to check that the learners are having fun? Okay, A, probably A, not sure. Activities such as debates, ranking items on a list, and role plays usually work on improving speaking fluency, reading accuracy, writing, no, speaking, grammar knowledge, speaking. Which of the sentences below contains an error? Try as might, I couldn't open the door. Never had he read such an interesting book before. The student will have finished their project by the end of the day. Not only he was late, but he also forget his homework. The first one, try as might, doesn't make sense. Okay. Which of the following is an example of an information gap activity? Spelling test, a jigsaw. I think it's a jigsaw. Next. On and at are examples of prepositions. Okay. And but are example of intensifiers, prepositions of place, coordinating conjunction, subordinating conjunction. Okay, I know they are examples of conjunctions, but which conjunction are we talking about? Which conjunction is it? Coordinating conjunctions. Okay. Which of the following is an example of a modal verb? A, could. B, going to. C, went. Could, going to, went. Verb to infinite. It's could. I'm not quite sure I follow you is an example of asking for clarification, asking for advice, using persuasive language, defending a point. You're asking for clarification. That's obvious. Which term best describes a task that requires learners to find a language rule or pattern by themselves as opposed to the teacher telling them directly? Okay. Deductive. I'm not sure. 30 of 30. I'm done. The words some and some are examples of synonyms, words of the same meaning. Homophones. It's homophones. Submit. You are about to submit your assessment. If you proceed, you will not be able to change any answers. It's okay. Confirm. You have successfully submitted your assessment. Results will be available after grading is completed. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, done. Okay, you guys, I am done with the test. I don't know, it's 30 questions, so angazi ukuthi bafuna ini njani, but angathi ukuthi pass mark ithini. I think I'm not sure, but I did not get less than 26. If that's the pass mark, then I made it. But if that's not, bangbuta nge-content ye English. Yes, I'm an English teacher. I majored in English, and I was a brilliant functional grammar student. Functional grammar was my thing, you know. The language rules, analyzing the language formation, words formation, meaning, constructing sentence. That was my thing. But I haven't practiced that in a long time. So I hope I have made it. And yeah, we will see.